boxing have come from Betonline. We are so proud to be doing business with them. A lot of you guys are saying, wait, you can bet on pro wrestling? Yes, you can bet on pro wrestling. In fact, I've got it at a minus 200. This lawnmower outside my window isn't going to stop by the time I do this ad read. You hear that? I would have made some money at BetOnline AG with that prop. Go check out the BetOnline wrestling odds. That's the only ones you have ever seen on Fightful, because we only trust BetOnline AG. They're 25 plus years. They're safe and secure environment. Their high limits, their credit card acceptance is all unmatched. You can bet big with their rebet functionality as well. The earliest lines that you're going to find, whether it be wrestling, MMA, boxing, or other sports, BetOnline. Check them out. What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp. Welcome to Fightful. Not welcome to What Culture or Cultaholic or any of those guys that are in bed right now. It's Fightful Select, breaking this UK news. They can get to my news in the morning. That's how it always works out. But by God, here we are, 7 p.m. Eastern, talking about some UK news, the possibility of WrestleMania in London. So I'm going to provide transparency. The London government actually dropped this news to a variety of outlets with a midnight or 12:01 local time in London embargo. So we kind of had some news, some heads up on this, but I'll read straight from what we got. From the government of London. It says, today, the mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, met with WWE president Nick Khan and WWE chief content officer Paul Triple H Levesque at London City Hall to discuss their shared ambition of bringing WrestleMania to the capital. London is the sporting capital of the world and home to some of the biggest international sporting events, and Sadiq understands the power of sport not only to bring people together, but also to bring major economic returns. The mayor pledged in April to bring together a task force to explore bringing even more sports from North America and around the world to London, including the first international WrestleMania hosted by the UK. Paul Triple H Levesque saw the story and let the mayor know he was ready to talk. Now, the mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, said, quote, I'm delighted to have met with WWE Hall of Famer Paul Triple H Levesque and WWE President Nick Khan today to discuss how we can work to make London's WrestleMania first international, or make London WrestleMania's first international destination. London has a great pedigree in hosting the biggest international sporting events from around the globe, and I'm determined to cement our city's reputation as the undisputed sports capital of the world as we work together for a better London for everyone. It's exciting to be working with the WWE team. The meeting was really productive, and talks will continue about how we turn our ambition into a reality. WWE President Nick Khan said, quote, Sadiq Khan and his team are working hard on positioning London as a sport and entertainment capital of Europe, and it has been great to hear more on his vision for how WWE can support them on that journey. WrestleMania has delivered more than $1.25 billion in economic impact for its host cities, with this year's event in Philadelphia attracting over 145 fans from 64 countries. There's a lot that needs to be discussed further, but we share ambition of Mayor Khan in trying to bring a standout WWE premium live event to London. And then WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H, Paul Levesque, added, WWE and London have a long and successful history dating back many decades. And meeting with Sadiq Khan to discuss what the future of this partnership could bring has been excellent. This year alone, WWE has taken record-breaking profits around the world to Australia, France, Scotland, Saudi Arabia, and Canada. The appetite from the fans is there, and the excitement from the mayor and his team is palpable, end quote. So, whole lot to get into here. Guys, please leave a thumbs up on the video. Please comment on the video afterwards. And also, please send a super chat or humper chat. Maybe this is your first time here. That's how you get your question or statement read on the air. And if you're new here, we have nightly post-show reviews from Raw, NXT, AEW Dynamite, ROH, TNA, SmackDown, and Collision, in addition to a bunch of shows every week. Beyond the Bell with Andrew Zarian and Rich, The Hump with myself, The Spotlight, Grapsody. We've got plenty of them coming for you guys. All your news that you need is here. But if you want to see those quotes in full, FightfulSelect.com, the free tier of FightfulSelect.com, has you covered there. So I immediately see people say, oh, well, the John Cena thing makes an awful lot of sense now. Well, not really. So they just kind of brought him in and he said what he said. And it was sort of to put pressure on London because London wasn't really that eager to pay for an event like that. And WWE is big on getting a site fee and getting people to bid on their premium events, as they should. Now, there are some instances where obviously that's not necessary or they don't prefer that. But if you can make a record-breaking gate and get the city to pay you to come there, well, that's definitely a major win. And I feel like whether it be Cena himself or WWE encouraging that via his appearance at Money in the Bank 2023, was it? It was sort of encouraging and nudging things in that direction. It's very clear that WWE has been open to bringing an event there. It's just they want to make sure that they make the money associated with that. Now, they aren't alone in this. Obviously, Indianapolis looked at the landscape and they said, well, not only do we want WrestleMania, we want the Royal Rumble and we want SummerSlam. We want you making this a hub. And I've often spoke about how smart WWE was with the network. And I promise this has a point. When they started the network, they cannibalized their own pay-per-view model. And they said, you know what? Well, we're not going to charge $50-$60 for pay-per-views. But what we'll do is we'll charge $10. More people will have access to them. And then what they did was they individually licensed their PLEs to Peacock. They licensed NXT, which came with the service, out to USA and now CW. Then they had documentaries on there as well, and they licensed the right to produce those out to A&E. So now they don't even have to they don't have to spend the money to produce them themselves anymore. It's very brilliant. And it's really brilliant right now to go to places like Indianapolis, to London, to international territories and say, look at us, we're white hot right now. Now, many of us remember how things were 5 years ago. It was rough. Now, granted, new leadership, new regime, new direction, all that stuff. Likely to not get that bad anytime soon, but you never can really predict the cyclical nature of pro wrestling. Right now, it seems like they're going to be hot for a long time, and they're doing the very smart thing and cashing in while they are white hot, and hopefully it stays that way. So they got London talking with them about WrestleMania. There were some pictures that they enclosed as well that I'm going to share with you guys. And one was particularly funny. So this meeting happened today. And this is also WWE's way of also publicly playing cities against one another because WrestleMania is in demand. And guess how many WrestleManias there are per year? There's one. Now, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for them to do like a super WrestleMania or something like that in Saudi Arabia, which also wants WrestleMania. But I think London is a prime city, and obviously it would be Wembley. So here's one of the pictures of Triple H left, Sadiq Khan in the middle, and Nick Khan to the right. But here was the funny thing. They brought him like the little title belt. Like, is this going to go on his desk? Like, they could have just got him a regular one, right? What kind of rib is this? What are we doing here? Somebody says, Humper Chat sounds a bit sus, not going to lie. Good. It should. It's supposed to. Get in your super chats and Humper Chats right now. But yeah, this picture absolutely popped me. Absolutely popped me. And obviously, WWE would like to go to a territory that AEW ran as well and outdo them. Do I think it could ever be different cities on Mania weekend? Do you mean like Mania 2? That was awfully ambitious, right? I could see a situation. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I could see a situation in the future where you've got night one in one city, night two in another city. You know, I feel like it could do that. Now, I want to address this. Somebody says, for how much beef with Boozer you used to have, he was fired from whatever work he did. I'm sure he said Mania 42 would be international. Listen, Homeboy apologized to me, but also they did not have Mania 42 nailed down because they didn't have Mania 41 nailed down. So, I mean, listen, they can say whatever you want in that regard. That came up once Sadiq Khan was able to say, hey, yeah, we want to invest and we want to bring WrestleMania here. So there was nobody that stated, oh, Mania 42 is going to be international and knew that it was going to happen that way, because we don't even know at this point if Mania 42 is going to be international. Right now, we know where Mania 41 is going to be. And Minnesota thought they were getting that until a couple years ago or a couple months ago. And they still want one. They still want a Mania there. The Mania in Indianapolis is not set yet. I mean, they're getting one in the future, but we just don't know what year it will be. They haven't officially announced that as of yet. So right now, they've got Vegas. They got Indianapolis. You best damn well believe Minneapolis wants another one. They got London wanting one. They got Saudi Arabia wanting one. But no, 42 is not set as of yet. Don't let anybody pretend that some soothsayer knew that was going to happen. Man. What are the odds for the live match? We will have the full Betonline AG odds up at Fightful.com. Too much for two cities, bro. Logistically, it'd be a pain in the ass. Logistically, it would be a pain in the ass, but also logistically, if there's a company that could pull it off, it's WWE. They could absolutely pull it off. I don't put anything past them from a technological standpoint in that regard. No, for those asking, AEW does not have anything on the books with Wembley after this year as of right now. That could change, but nothing is on the books. And Wembley's got a whole lot of, Wembley's, back to being a major concert destination. We got Taylor Swift this year. I'm interested to see what you guys think about, WrestleMania happening in the afternoon. But here in the States, rather. It'd be at a normal time in London. Guys, we're going to have some CM Punk news over on FightfulSelect.com, the best $5 in the business, talking about the contract, some of the reactions to this Jack Perry picture as well. That was why that one ended up getting delayed. We're going to have some Mako Satomura news as well, as it appears that she will be retiring next year. But yeah. Hell yeah, reviewing Mania at 8 p.m. Oh, brother. Would that be nice? Would that be nice? Did that picture get deleted? Yes, Drew McIntyre did delete that picture. I've tried to find out why and if there were any limitations or restrictions or trust violations, anything there. Somebody's asking about the 2026 Royal Rumble. They don't have that set yet. They just set Indianapolis for next year's Rumble. They are going to maximize their dollars accordingly. They definitely do not have that set. Denise just broke some news as well. Britt Baker, Mercedes Moné is confirmed for AEW All In. She's got a video up on her Twitter right now as she is covering Comic-Con. Go show our friend Denise some love, because she interviewed CM Punk today at San Diego Comic-Con. I know that was a very important interview to her. So please go check that out. Any scoops from the Japan tour this week? I'm going to get some. For sure. Guys, leave a thumbs up on this video. I wanted to do a quick stream and share with you guys what we were able to learn. Until next time, we're out.